What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are hopping on the casual ladder, testing out some Regulation J teams, and today we are showcasing the god of Pokemon, Arceus. Now, Regulation J actually comes out September 1st on the rank ladder, but up until now, we've just been using Regulation I teams, so I need a little bit of a change, which is why I want to start showcasing Regulation J teams, which allows one mythical Pokemon per team. Arceus is going to get us started here with the multi-type ability, actually not holding a plate. It's actually holding the clear amulet as item, and this Pokemon is going to be used for a killer extreme speed Pokemon. It's already a normal type. We gave it the normal type as its ability, or not ability, as its terror type, and then you got extreme speed, Shadow Claw, Swords Dance, and Protect. So you guys thought Dragonite E-Speed next to Shenpao was crazy? Wait till you guys see Arceus next to Shenpao. It's just outputting way more damage. It's just phenomenal. It really is. Outside of Arceus, this team's pretty standard, pretty meta. You got Urshifu, you got Miraidon, you got Volcarona, you got Grimmsnarl for screens. Seems like it's going to be pretty easy today. I feel like we're just going to set up Arceus with Swords Dance, get out Shenpao, get out some screens, and just go to town with it. Like I said, mythical Pokemon, gonna be a ton of fun over the next couple days. We'll be showcasing them, but happy to start with Arceus. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? But the code is at top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Arceus for Regulation J. Match number 1 coming at you guys. We're going up against a Lugia and Miraidon team. No mythical Pokemon, but they do have Golurk. They are rocking Incineroar. They also have Friggraff, who I have to watch out for. Friggraff could definitely be annoying, stopping first turn priority moves, but I'm so down to lead Arceus and try to get this Swords Dance rolling. So Arceus is gonna pop out here for the lead. Honestly, Lugia is kind of scary with like Calm Mind boost. For us here though, I mean, Army Rhydon's not bad. We could also go into screens. We definitely want Shenpao, but I don't know if I should lead Shenpao. Not too sure if we should lead the Shenpao. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna go lead Grimmsnarl instead. I'm gonna go Grimmsnarl. Honestly, Friggraff's looking mighty annoying. Really, really annoying. Definitely want me Miraidon. We'll go Shenpao. That's gonna be the play here. That is gonna be the play. Maybe I should have went Volcarona just for like Rage Powder purposes, but I'm actually not even sure if this Volcarona has Rage Powder. I didn't really look at its moves. Kind of focus on Arceus today. But first match is here. As long as we can just get this Swords Dance going, even without Swords Dance, just E-Speed, normal Terra next to Shenpao should be able to do a ton of damage. Let's see. They go Incineroar and Lugia. That's fine by me. Best bet is just to probably protect Arceus. They're going to get off a Calm Mind, but it is what it is. I could honestly just like paralyze this Lugia this turn. I do have Shadow Claw. I'm going to protect here. A little bit of protect, a little bit of Light Screen, or you know what? We'll Thunder Wave this turn first and foremost, because I think he's going to set up. So if I can Thunder Wave and have a chance of him just like not getting a turn, that'd be very nice. So I think they're just going to fake out Arceus. Good for Calm Mind. Yeah, I like this. I don't mind this. Hopefully I make the right read, because if I could set up a Swords Dance here, I'd be very upset. Protect the boy. Is he shiny? Definitely a shiny. He's not gold like that. And he's going to go for the fake out in that slot. Yeah, seen that from a mile away. You see Arceus on the field, you're faking it out 100% of the time. There's that. Thunder Wave is going to connect, which is beautiful. Paralyze this Pokemon. Hopefully he just doesn't move this turn and everything can work out fine. And no, he's going to skill swap, actually. Hold up. Wait, you just going to intimidate here again? Okay. And you get multi-scale Incineroar? Is that what's going on here? That's fine. So skill swap popping. I'm now going to pop this Swords Dance. And I'm just going to set up a Light Screen here. Let's set up a Light Screen just to deal with Lugia. Your Reflect could have been good, but I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't knock off my clear amulet. Alright. Swords Dance pop and skill swap into Lugia. Lugia just intimidated again. But that's what's fun about the casual ladder. You get like opponents like this that are using like cool teams. So I'm a fan of the casual ladder. I have a lot of fun on it. We set up the Light Screen here. Swords Dance is gonna pop from our Arceus. Get that going. +2 on that attack stat. And there's that knockoff, which I was so scared of. I was terrified of that. Clear amulet gone. Aeroblast gonna fire. Do not crit me. Cool. We're soaking decently well. From here though, normal Terror E-Speed. You should just send it, right? Do I just hard swap you? I could set up the Reflect here. I just think hard swapping into Shenpao is probably our best bet, so I'm gonna end up doing that. I'm gonna end up doing that. Bring me out my Shenpao. He ends up withdrawing Incineroar, which will probably bring back in next turn. Who's taking this E-Speed? Oh my lord. Hate this little thing. I hate this little thing. Not for Riggies. Not for Riggies. I finally get him set up. And Farigiraf pops out on the field. Fariggi's my arch nemesis right now. Alright, man, that sucks. Not Fariggi's, dude. Fariggi's stopping us right in our track. He's gonna end up terrestrializing here as well. It's gonna be Lugia. Into what typing, though? Into straight flying. Please leave my Arceus alone. Leave him alone. Leave my poor mythical alone. Armor tail popping. Lugia going for an Arrow Blast. Oh no. Arceus, soak this. He does end up soaking this. Great news for us. At this point, we're gonna protect. And I'm just gonna go for a Crunch here. He could swap into Incineroar, which might be a good move for him, but I need to get rid of this Fariggi's. If I can get rid of Fariggi's and have just a +1 or +2 Arceus, damage gonna be through the roof. He ends up withdrawing Lugia. Out gonna come this Incineroar. And I wonder what Farigiraf does here. Yeah, so he took away my clear amulet. Crunch is gonna launch here. Not nearly doing enough damage. And he's gonna Citrus Berry up. This is brutal. This is brutal. This is really bad for us. He's gonna roar me out of here. He's gonna roar me out of here. That's it. Bring out me Rhydon. Bring out me Rhydon. Cool. Let's play. Let's play now. Come on. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. So there's this. He can fake out whoever he wants. I'm just going to go straight into Electro Drift here. Send that into this slot. We're bringing back out Grimmsnarl. We're saving Shenpao Arceus for the back end. Our opponent is playing really well. Really, really well. But super annoying that they're stopping my Arceus right now. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. I'm making a video. And they're stopping it. Farigiraf gets to withdraw. Micah, no way he goes back in Lugia. He's going to go in. Oh my lord. He has everything. He has everything to stop me. Everything to stop me. He ends up faking out me Rhydon. So, honestly, I think we could switch our... What's it called? Which is great news. Our choice, yeah. So, you know what? I'm just going to choice and Draco Meteor and just... I got to get rid of this Incineroar. I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to start... He has fake out again, which is so annoying, but I'm just going to Spirit Break you. It's just faking out my Miraidon. This team's so annoying. This team is so annoying. This team is so annoying. It's so annoying. There's that. We have Latrin up. I'm just going to start chunking up damage into Raichu, which is good news here. Look at that. That's beautiful damage. And I get that special attack drop. So there's that. We will just... I think just hard swap you. You know, I'll just keep ripping Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam should KO Raichu, so I can do this, and then I could just set up a... I could get off this Reflect if I need it. But I'd rather just Spirit Break this Lugia, drop its special attack. Because Gleam should KO Raichu. Yeah, it does. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So finally, Raichu's gone. Spirit Break on a launch here. Give me that special attack drop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And he's going to finally be paralyzed. Cool. So I think, honestly, our late screen probably ends very soon. Farigiraf looking very annoying. If I can get rid of Farigiraf, we're fine. Incineroar's going to pop out here. And at this point, let's set up a Reflect here and hard swap my main Rhydon. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so playing this one slow, yo. They had everything to counter me this game. It's just their offense is kind of lackluster. Like, get out my Shen Pal. Bam. They're gonna fake out that slot. That Miraidon's been faked out like 5 times already. Let's see. Reflect comes out here. He's gonna use knockoff. Gonna deal minimal damage. Lugia, what are you rocking here? You're gonna be paralyzed again. Beautiful. Cool. This puts us in a really good position to just Icicle Crash that slot. A really good position just to do this. And then a hard swap. We could hard swap into Arceus, but I'd rather just, you know, hard swap into Miraidon at this point. So yeah, now we're sitting in a great spot. Unless they protect Lugia and Flare Blitz. That's where things can start to get out of hand. But I think we should be fine here with this squad right here. So we're finally making some progress on the damage board. He does end up protecting Lugia. And he is going to end up Flare Blitzing me. Icicle Crash flies. And he's just going to Parting Shot. Alright. Alright. I understand. That's fine. That puts what's called in the driver's seat, though. That puts my Miraidon in driver's seat. Now I can freely Electro Drift. It's pretty free at this point. We're gonna Electro Drift into Friggraph. I'm trying to get rid of that thing. And I'll still just Icicle Crash into this slot. Again, he could have just end up hard swapping into Incineroar, but we can just exert pressure at this point. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that coming from a mile away. That's fine, though. I just hope he doesn't protect Friggraph. Holy swaps, dude. This opponent's just looking to swap kill me, but we still have all 4 of our Pokemon, so again, the offense just isn't there. Electro Drift flies. This should say bye-bye to Ferriggies. Get it all out my face. So Ferriggies gone. And from here, I can probably finally get out. What's it called? Arceus. Just with a hard swap of what's it called? A hard swap of Shen Pal. So yeah, we'll go into Arceus now. And then if I can, I'm just going to launch an Electro Drift. And they finally cancel match. So they were just swapping in and out, countering everything, and not doing a lot of offense. Match number 2 time is here. We got to watch out for Indeedee. Can we get Arceus rolling? I sure hope so. I really want to use this Pokemon. We got to set up Swords Dance in the last match, but they just, you know, had Friggraph and stopped everything that we were doing. But Hoopa in match number 2. The mythical Pokemon. We got mythical versus mythical. I'm going to end up leading the Arceus here alongside with maybe the Volcarona. I do have Rage Powder. This could be good for us. Yeah, do that. Gotta bring Miraidon and gotta bring in Shen Pal. I'm with it. I'm cool with this. Let's do it. Indeedee, again, we have to watch out for that. Just stopping first turn priority, but I'm thinking maybe if I could just Rage Powder here and really get this Pokemon going, that'd be really nice for me. Hoopa, though. I don't really know what Hoopa does. Probably just hits hard. I feel like all mythical Pokemon are just super cool and they hit like a truck. But yeah, I'm kind of upset last match we didn't even get to use one move with Arceus. Well, one offensive move, right? Once he threw out Friggraph, I was just like, oh, dude, we're cooked. Can't use E-Speed. Shadow Call doesn't affect it. Was really tough for us. So I ended up just swapping it. And our opponent kind of just played the swap game until it was too late. But they ended up going Calyrex, Amoonguss. This screams Rage Powder, Trick Room. Or even Spore Trick Room. I could end up hard swapping Volcarona into what's it called? Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, I could end up hard swapping and getting Terrain here. Which, you know what, I am going to end up doing. I'm getting Terrain. I don't want him. I know he could just go for Glacial Lance, but I don't want him just sporing me, right? That's my issue here. That's my issue. I think he's either just going to go for Spore and Trick Room or Rage Powder Trick Room. So I'm bringing out the Terrain. If he goes for Glacial Lance, that's on me, but as long as I can set up this E-Speed. Oh, you're actually going to Terrestrialize you into straight water. This leads me to believe that you really just want to go for Spore here instead of Rage Powder. No, you are going for Rage Powder, so it's you're setting up Trick Room, aren't you? Gotta be setting up Trick Room. So Swords Dance, popping. There's Trick Room. Alright, that's fine. From here, I mean, we probably should just protect Arceus. And go into Volcarona. And the reason I say protect Arceus and go into Volcarona is because if they hard swap into Indeedee here, that could be a big time issue where Arceus can't really get off its E-speed. So I'd rather just, you know, have that terrain in the back end. Save it for when we need control if they did bring the Indeedee. And bring out the Volcarona. Bring out this lovely Volcarona. And yep, there's a swap. You going into Indeedee? Might just be, right? Yep. Indeedee popping. Now I end up just protecting here. Because he's going to try to put me to sleep. He's trying to put Arceus to sleep after that Swords Dance. Totally doing that. 100%. 100%. Because now I get a Volcarona, which is a beautiful sight to see. They don't really have any offensive pressure. And I can just swap back into Miraidon at this point. And you end up sporing this slot. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, but is what it is. Is what it is. Now from here, we're going normal Terra. We're just going to E-speed. Do I go this slot? Or no, I'd rather get rid of Amoonguss. Then I'll go back into Miraidon. Alright. Curious to see if they go for Follow Me, or if they just hard swap Indeedee. Because I could honestly just go for Follow Me and then put my Arceus to sleep. Which would suck. It would be terrible. Maybe I shouldn't have used my normal Terra, but I'm launching it. I'm sending it. I'm sending it. Now's a good time for us to do some damage with Arceus. They end up withdrawing that slot. They protect the Amoonguss. I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset. Hoopa's actually going to fly out here. And I believe Hoopa might be a ghost type. Hoopa, are you a ghost type? Thing looks insane. Don't protect the Amoonguss. Do not protect the Amoonguss. Just stay on the field here. Just stay on the field just so I can rip up into this slot. Playing some good opponents today. We're playing opponents that love the swap today. And they don't protect. Beautiful. So E-speed launches. And you live on 1. You live on 1. And then I get P-puffed. Beautiful. Just what I wanted. Now we can honestly switch to Shadow Claw if we want to. Because if they're going to swap anybody, it's going to be Amoonguss. So I'm just going to do that. And... Hoopa, you are scaring me a lot. You were definitely scaring me. And I could just Electro Drift this slot. Could double down to Hoopa. You're swapping somebody, and it's most likely going to be Amoonguss into Indeedee. You know what? We're gonna do this. No, he ends up just Rage Powdering. Wow, so I could have just E-speeded there. He goes for a Hyperspace Fury. How much damage is this doing? Nothing crazy, but super dope looking move. Drops its defense. And Shadow Claw flies. Bam. Critical hit, beautiful. Arceus gonna take a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage. And there's gonna be 1 turn left in Trick Room after this. Which is nice. So Electro Drift slides over. I can't believe that Amoonguss lived on 1. I'm kind of upset at that. And Electro Drift doing great damage into Hoopa. Beautiful damage. If they do not go into Indeedee, we are just going to E-speed here. But chances are they just throw out Indeedee, right? But Hoopa looking crazy. Such a cool Pokemon. Yeah, here comes Indeedee. So Indeedee on the field. 1 turn left in Trick Room. Simple Protect from Arceus. And a swap of the Miraidon is most likely our play. And we could go right into Shenpao. So we have Volcarona still, but it is slumped. That could be rough. They still have Calyrex. We end up doing a double swap here, which is fine. I mean, totally fine. And Calyrex gonna pop out here. They already used Terror type, which is great news too, so I don't have to worry about that. I can always Shadow Claw this slot. Now comes my Shenpao. Beautiful. Shenpao, baby. Shenpao on the field. So now without Trick Room, we're actually sitting in a relatively really good position. And this thing hits through protects. I did not know that. Is that what this move does? If I would know that, I wouldn't have protected. But yeah, I guess that's what Hyperspace Fury does. Hits through protects. Good to know. Learning something new here in Regulation J. And down goes my Arceus, man. And down goes my Arceus. That's fine. Probably just going to me right on here. Yeah. Force him to swap in, and then we could just crunch this this left side into the Calyrex slot. And do I just Dazzling Gleam here? Yeah, I could choice in Dazzling Gleam, but I could also Electro Drift here. I don't think I'm really scared of the Hoopa. I'm not going to sit here and lie about this. I'm going to double down the Calyrex slot. Doubling right down into it. Calyrex is the bigger threat because Glacial Lance just absolutely bombs by me right on. But Hyperspace Fury hitting through Protect, man. I would have swapped him into Volcarona at that point. He ends up withdrawing Calyrex. Okay, that's fine. I wonder who outspeeds. Definitely Miraidon. Actually, Shenpao does have a shot at outspeeding. Which I hope it does, because Crunch, I think, can KO. So we're going to get rid of Indeedee. Crunch does go first. Can I KO with this? I don't. That would have been great to just KO there. And Electro Drift flies. Electro Drift popping. And it's Rain Punching on launch here. Oh, man. That's not good. That's no bueno. That's not good. That is not good. Calyrex comes back out here. Scary little customer on our hands, especially if it goes +2 here. And I feel like we have to double down into that slot. I feel like it's a must, even though he might just protect. I'm not going to double down. Maybe I should have. I'm going for Icicle Crash into Hoopa. There is a chance, because like if I double down and he protects, especially he just seen that we wanted to double down into that slot, and he doesn't. We should have doubled down. We should have doubled down. The Electro Drift flies, it does great damage. Crunch probably would have KO'd. Icicle Crash launching. Give me a flinch here. Or just KO. It KOs. That's beautiful news. That's beautiful news. The problem here, though, is Glacial Lance is going to double down and just bop us both, right? He pops Trick Room instead. Hold up. What's my play call here? Hold up. Swap Miraidon in for Volcarona. Protect Shenpao. Then I can swap back into Miraidon if I want to and just be able to pop Sucker Punches. It's not a bad call. Not a bad call. It's fine, he goes for Leech Seed. Alright, hate this game, man. And he has leftovers. Surprised he's not ripping Glacial Lances. It makes no sense, but I mean, it's working. It's working. What a match, dude. We're playing some great opponents on the casual ladder today. So get rid of the Leech Seed with the swap in. Get a little bit of terrain. Sucker Punch flies. KOing. Beautiful. So that works out perfectly. What a match. Oh, we get the crit. We get the crit. GG's. That match would have came down to the wire if I didn't get a crit. We're sitting, what are we, 2-0? We got to use Arceus a little bit more in match number 3. Final match coming at you guys. Let's get Arceus going. I'm trying here. Honestly, our opponents have been really good, but no excuses. Arceus going to get the lead here. Reversing Terapagos and Groudon, so they could easily get Weather Control. Terapagos looking a bit scary with Calm Mind Boost. That could definitely get out of hand real quick. I could go Grimmsnarl and potentially set up screens, but I'm thinking just like Rage Powder Volcarona could be solid here as well. Or I could just go into Shen Pao. They don't have no Intimidate or Fake Out, so I could just like, you know, get real offensive with this right off the rip. What do I want? Kind of. A little bit. A lot of bit. Volcarona is scary though. Don't like Rage Powder Volcarona. I could go into Urshifu. Wouldn't be too shabby here with Urshifu, but the Sunlight, kind of takes away what we want to do. Alright, we're just gonna go hyper offensive. Bring in the squad. Bring in those guys, and last but not least, we're gonna go Volcarona. Volcarona, especially if Sunlight's out. We got Fiery Dance. We can deal some nice damage with that. Alright, Arceus. Let's see what you got. People, they've just been countering us today. They've just been countering us today. I do think Arceus is very, very powerful. I just haven't had a chance to showcase it on recording. I did use it in the one match before this, and I probably should have recorded that match, and it was just shredding. We were able to set up Swords Dance to just get rolling from there. But, out comes Flutter Mane. Don't really like that. We'll probably just set up a Swords Dance to go for Icicle Crash here, correct? I feel like he just wants to go for Icy Wind or something. So Swords Dance popping. I'm gonna go for Icicle Crash just for a chance at flinching. And then we'll see what he wants to do from here. Because we do have Shadow Claw if we need to use it into what's it called. And wow, he's just gonna attack and KO my Shen Pao. Is this what's going on here? And of course I missed my Icicle Crash. Nope, Terra Shell just pops. Cool. Alright, so it looks like he just went for Terra Star Storm. Now he just wants to go for Gleam. Is that the play? I get a crit on that Icicle Crash too. Yeah, there's the Gleam. Alright, so I lose my Shen Pao at the cost of Arceus getting set up. That's okay. E-Speed can fly and just KO this Terrapagos, which is great. Great news. And then from here, I mean, I could just bring out Miraidon and I could always just Rage Powder it away. Or I could just go Miraidon and Electro Drift this Flutter Mane slot. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Unless Flutter Mane's sashed, but yeah, I'm fine with this. I am fine with this. I could Shadow Call the what's it called though, if I really wanted to. The Flutter Mane, and maybe make a what's called read, a Protect read. But I'm cool with this. So let's just send the E-Speeds. Let's just send it. He ends up withdrawing. Who are you gonna go into? Who's taking this shot? It's gonna be a pretty powerful E-Speed shot. Who you got? Groudon. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Maybe you thought I was going for Electro Drift in that slot, but you do get the Photosynthesis boost. Not good. Bam. Normal Terra. E-Speed popping. How much damage are we doing? Great damage to Groudon. He's such a bulky Pokemon. Dazzling Gleam flies. Miraidon takes a huge chunk of damage. And Electro Drift launches. Hopefully this thing's not Focus Sash. And it's not. Alright, so now we're sitting in the driver's seat. We got E-Speed priority ready to just chunk up damage into a ton of different Pokemon here. We got a ton of speed going right now. I like this. I like where we're sitting. Like where we're sitting. Alright, who you going into? Probably not Terrapagos, right? Volcarona. Alright. So where things get scary with like a Rage Powder play. Honestly, I'm just going to protect you and just go Electro Drift into this slot. Let's deal as much damage as we can. Because the thing is, if he goes for a Rage Powder here, and I E-Speed and like KO Volcarona, I could get a burn first of all. But second of all, then Electro Drift will just slide over. So I'd rather just Electro Drift damage up here first, and maybe just sacrifice my Miraidon. And just pick up the KO there. So now we are in the driver's seat, baby. Come on, man. Arceus getting after it, match number 3. It was only a matter of time until we ended up doing it. Blades flies, Miraidon gone, but now all they have is Terrapagos and Groudon. And I get to pick and choose. Who do I get the E-Speed? Which is a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful sight. We get to bring out our final Pokemon. They could still win this game if they protect the right Pokemon. And honestly, how fast am I, Volcarona? If Volcarona is outspeeding Groudon, we pretty much automatically win this game. And 120, oh, that's cutting it close. That's cutting it real close. I'm E-speeding this slot. We're cutting it close. I'm just going to go for a Fiery Dance in this slot. Oh, man. This is coming down to it. This is coming down to it. Out comes the Terror type. Terapagos. No! Groudon going straight fire typing. Hold up. I think we're going to lose this one. I wasn't accounting for that. I wasn't accounting for the Fire Terror. Hopefully he misses a Blades because E-speed's KOing. Oh man, if Blades lands here, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Volcarona does outspeed. How much damage is this doing? Not enough. Oh man. Blades flies. Who's dodging it? Volcarona dodged it. Arceus going to go down here. We're going to win this match. Beautiful. Unless it's a speed tie. Unless it's a speed tie. Another Fiery Dance should pick up the KO, no problem. And from here, an easy Fiery Dance for the victory. Cool, battle was canceled. We got 3-0, and we get to showcase Arceus in his third and final match. There you go. It took us a little bit. Arceus in match number 1 and match number 2 got off to a slow start, but match number 3, we got it out there. We got the Sword Stance set up. We got E-speed rolling, and we ended up grabbing ourselves a nice little 3-0 perfect record for today's video. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread this positive day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.